Thanks for joining this call at the moment. I think we're still having a lot of participants who are joining anytime now. So yeah, very grateful everybody is on time at this hour. And I really hope I will take the time to share with you what you can do by leveraging AI chatbots for driving brand engagement and driving sales for marketing success. Yeah, so with that, I would like to begin with a quick introduction about what I do. So I basically head up the enterprise business team at iChat, taking care of the initiatives across sales and marketing across APAC. And then I'm personally passionate about driving CX initiatives around the topic of conversational AI and also performing a lot of tech consulting in my area of expertise. And then also just a quick introduction of iChat. What we do is that we offer an AI-powered conversational experience platform in Southeast Asia. We help brands automate processes, not only in customer service. I mean, that is the one that you are commonly known for how chatbots will operate. But today in this session, I want to bring your focus on how it can help to drive marketing as well as commerce via popular social messaging channels that you will have already known, such as Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp for Business, Instagram for Business, Google Business Messaging, Line Channel, and traditionally you use web chat, right, to interact with your customers. So we are passionate about driving everything from chat to conversion. Yeah, so our business has been around since 2016. We're coming into the 8th year of operation and mainly servicing enterprises across the Southeast Asia region. And we have 3 key offices. I am based out of Singapore, and we also have an office in Malaysia as well as Indonesia. And in terms of clientele, here I have some of the key clients that we work across the region that has chosen our solution. Clients in the healthcare and pharmaceutical areas like Bayer, Thomson Medical, Cooper Vision, and then oil and gas, Petron. Retail, we have Mydin, Tesco, now Lotus, Mr. DIY, and then in the telco space, M1. We also have UPS as a global logistics partner. And then Marina Bay Sands in the hospitality sector, we manage 4 chatbots for them in this region. And then also some government link companies, we support them with our chat solution. All right, okay, so much for the introduction. And hello to everyone who have just joined. I'm Valerie, so I'm happy to share with you the topics for today. So you'll be introduced to AI chatbots and gain a little bit more understanding of what it does. And then in terms of driving engagement and sales, these are the use cases that I'd like to focus today beyond what you commonly know that known chatbots for to support customer service. Yeah, and then also wrapping up by looking at some emerging trends in this sector. Okay, so then I think for a start, to better understand my audience, I would like to know if you use or come across AI chatbots at all. Type in the comment section and let me know. And then also, what do you use it for? So share with me in the chats, yeah, before I dive in deeper. So what do you use it for? Are you familiar? Are you familiar? Or have you used it yourself and been exposed to any sort of AI chatbots? Yeah, also keen to know. Yep, iBanking. I see some replies. I use it for iBanking as well, for some of the product inquiries. Um, sometimes occasionally also asking about uh, cards, credit card signups, more information. Yeah. Oh, business email scripts. Okay. Medical question. Okay. Some people also said for real estate, chatting with the bot. Some has not interacted with it. Reply to customer inquiries. Okay. Okay. Ask Jamie. Oh, yes. I think all of us at some point must have chatted with the government bot now. Yeah. Okay. Right. I think allow me to go on already because I think we have seen enough examples. So what do you use it for? These are some of the common use cases. You can use it for customer feedback collection, um, order and refund processing. You can inquire with the bot about that. Also, customer onboarding, sending educational materials to onboard your customers, FAQ responses. It can also serve as an internal help desk or 24/7 support. You know, anytime you need it, you can always turn to the bot to get your answers. And then, of course, for us today, we're focusing on these two aspects, which is lead generation and chatbot marketing. Yeah, so beyond all these other use cases commonly known, you can also use it to drive chatbot marketing. So then I think before we dive into all these AI chatbot topics, we must look at who are we marketing to, right? So people has been telling us there is this paradigm shift in our customers' expectation. So let's take a look at the person at the center of why businesses are actually setting up all these omni-channel support to connect with our customers. What are they looking for? So I think right now, customers these days are in full control of their choices. Everyone, including you and I, we want to make our own choice about how we interact with the brand. We want to access to brands via our own service channels, right? So expect better connections between online and offline. I mean, that's the first impression, right? So if we want to reach out on a chat, we expect the brand to reply us promptly, or if we serve their website, we expect the website to load and serve us the information that we're expecting to see. And then also well informed and demand opportunities to answer questions ourselves via all the self-help options. These days, we are all very savvy digitally, so we want to find out answers by our own means. Yeah. So if brands provide that options, users will be able to be engaged on those channels. And of course, customers are asking for more variety, more conveniences delivered to them than ever before. Yeah, so I'm expecting some noddings, and they also are hoping to hear more from businesses that they care about. Yeah, so which is why brand increasingly engages a customer on the social channels. Yeah, more brands are putting themselves out there on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram channels, purely to drive engagement and sharing more with the customer. So it is important for you to be timely, personal, and relevant. So these are all the keywords that brand needs to embrace when engaging with our customers today. So on that note, let's take a look at really how can conversational AI comes into play and support. And of course, customers are really expecting you to meet them in the moments of their needs and meet them where they are, right? And so let me dovetail into some of the stats being shared by Meta. So over 1 billion users actually message businesses each week. Yeah, it's no longer surprising that business messaging has become the preferred channel to connect with your audience beyond email, beyond picking up the phone to speak to your customers. Yeah, so these days, customers really prefer business messaging, as the stats tells us. Yeah, so they really prefer messaging over any other channel to get in touch with the brand, and then resolve their burning question. And then in every business, relationships are everything. And then every relationship starts with a conversation. Yeah, so these days, chatbots are increasingly required to be more personal in their expression, be more human when interacting. Yeah, so and then we will go into the topic of how AI can support and train bots to become smarter. Yeah. And so with that, we can actually power social messaging apps with conversational AI chatbots across multi-channel. Yeah, so what we offer with our solution is that with one setup, you can already have all the interactions across multiple social messaging apps. Yeah, so you're managing one central knowledge base, but powering all the different use cases. Yeah. All right, so then I'd like to offer a definition of what is AI chatbot before we dive in into some of the examples I'd like to share with you. So obviously, AI refers to programs that has the ability to learn and reason like human, right? So then conversational AI basically just refers to all these programs that recognizes languages and then be able to mimic all this human conversation and response either through text or voice interaction. Yeah. So, what is AI chatbot's role in modern marketing? So today, we're really looking at a bot offering that support like round the clock. Lots of people are actually researching after work, late into the night, and you really can't get hold of any customer service staff on ground, isn't it? They have already knocked off for the day. You can only contact them during business hours. So in its place, you can always speak with a bot. Yeah, so and of course, you need to feed the bot with enough knowledge base to be able to assist customers in their questions. And with AI coming in, we will allow customers to have efficient access to information, everything that they need with their fingertips to make the decision to move on to the next stage of the entire buying journey. Right. And then also personalizing interaction. So bot that is able to do that once you bring customer into this one-to-one conversation, there's a lot of hyper personalization that can take place. And I'd like to share that with you in a moment. And ultimately, driving sales, right? So once they chat, we engage with them, we would love for them to connect with us, find out more about the product, ask questions, and then be able to transact. And these days, you can even drive sales right within a single channel of chat conversation. Yeah. So things has evolved a lot in the business messaging space. And what are the benefits for brands? So some of them are really obvious to you if you're already a business owner or as consumer. So 24/7 digital support, cost savings and scalability over time. So if you can rely on bots to handle the low-lying questions, in future, your agents, if you have live agent or yourself is serving customer, you can actually, leave all these mundane basic tasks to the bot, and then you yourself focus on more complex issue resolution for your customer. Yeah, and then obviously it's ease of use. There is no coding involved. It's really built for business users like you and I to set it up. And in turn, it's also very easy for users to use and navigate as they chat through, as they go through the experience of interacting with you on this channel. Increase efficiency, yep, and productivity, enhance customer experience, and of course, having all this data on hand when you collect from customer using chat, and then having some actionable insights and drive remarketing on the channel. All of this will help to transform customer experience if done right. Okay, next, I'd like to also share with you this framework that we use. How do we actually also have AI in our marketing strategy and drive all these conversations throughout the entire customer journey? So from this very first area that you see, the first touch point where customer perhaps know about your brand and like to find out more, they could actually engage with you by coming with you with some FAQ questions. But beyond, just answering customers on the questions, there's also opportunities to gamify the experience by offering quizzes, educational materials over chat to engage your customer. And then next, you move on to qualify. How do you qualify them? So basically, you can also use bot to serve up some questions to find out more about your customer and serving up information that's only relevant to them. Yeah, so that is the area of personalization coming within the conversation. Next, you can also use chat to continuously nurture your leads. So you don't just stop there with, an FAQ answer. I mean, most of the typical chatbots you see out there does that, and then they don't look to engage with you further. But there are actually many, many ways to do that, yeah, to nurture your leads, bring them through this marketing automation, and then finally converting them to a customer and retaining them on this channel. So then we're looking at some of the offering on the conversational side. What are those? It's like customer service, conversational service, conversational marketing, as well as conversational commerce. Yeah, so we'll dive into these two aspects a little bit more today. Okay, so driving engagement. I like to also just touch on a few aspects of the AI of the bot before the marketing examples. So how does the AI comes into play? So AI basically will come in to understand users' input using users will be asking questions using natural language. So sometimes they type in their local language, their own language. They type in slangs like Singlish. They can also type in their a mixture of short forms and all that. So bot will understand users' intent using NLP as well as NLU techniques, and then reply users with answers that is found from our knowledge base. Yeah, so it's deciphering users' expression using the AI technology. So of course, this would be the standard response for the opening hours question. At the same time, AI will also pull related questions, So what it does is that it helps the user gain more clarity as they chat with the bot. Beside branch opening, you're also telling me whether public holiday is open or any other related topic to branch opening. Okay, so this is how AI comes in. Next, we also have AI assisted answer. So there is instances where bot has cannot support customer further for complex questions, and customers say, I want to talk to human, I want to talk to agent. So then Bob says, sure, here you go. I will transfer you to a live agent who can better assist you. So bot hand over to human, and human takes over. So this interface, this is the interface of the live agent here. These are the customers. And then while live agent is, typing the response to customers, these are all the incoming inquiries. Bot will actually read customers' questions and suggest answers by the side. And then you see, okay, the confidence threshold of 100% means that it's almost definitely the right answer. So it helps to speed up the agent's response to customer. They can insert, they can personalize before they hit reply button. Yeah, so at any one time, one agent can serve maybe 3 or 4 customers at the same time by tapping into the knowledge-based resource. Yeah, so there's also another aspect of how AI comes into play. Next, we have generative AI. I think this is the buzzword. This last year and this year, every brand out there wants generative AI in their chatbot. So how does that work? So basically, for iChat, we have a hybrid model, enabling brands to toggle between these two models dynamically. So we have our classic NLP model. What the beauty of it is that you can control the brand tonality and the response that you want to serve to your customer. You know exactly how the bot will return the answer. Generative, on the other aspect, it is very, very powerful. It can ingest a lot of this data within a few minutes and be able to respond to customer once it is trained and ready to use. But some fallback is that, as with all evolving tech, whether it is using ChatGPT or any other large language models today, bot is still could have some level of hallucination, right? So, I mean, all these AI engineers are still working very hard to set parameters around how bot can respond to users intelligently, yeah, using Gen AI. Yep, so that's one aspect. And then here's an example of how it looks like when you apply generative AI. So in our platform, what you can do is that you can upload PDF files. You can also say upload links of your website. So allow the generative AI to actually crawl through all these content. You can train the bot, and then when you arrive at the status of ready to use, that's where the bot can perform its magic. So you can ask questions like, obviously, this example is talking about some towing service, insurance service. So customer is asking, oh, what towing service can I call? It's an emergency already. The car broke down. And then that's where you can rely on generative AI to pull answers from all the resource and provide what is relevant for customer. And then sometimes they can also ask, oh, what is covered in the insurance? And then you can rely on Gen AI to pull that. Yeah, so this is already happening, and of course you might say, oh, sometimes because Gen AI's knowledge is based on what you feed into the system, right, in your knowledge base. So suppose there is no answer to be found in all these document, we can always have some fallback answers. Yeah, so bot will still be able to respond with a fallback that you have already designed to get back to customer. I guess this kind of conversational strategies are particularly important for enterprise as they design conversations and really how the brand is being represented to customers. Okay, so moving on, another obviously in relation to marketing, we have to look at unified messaging CRM. So within our platform, we also have the CRM to know which channel your customers came from. So here you can see, okay, this one is from Facebook, WhatsApp, Webbot, and so forth. And once you click on the customer profile, you can also see, okay, these are all the custom attributes. Did they check price? True. Where are they based? Malaysia. And then because they connected with you, say on Facebook, you have their Facebook Messenger ID. And if they come chatting with you from WhatsApp, then you will have their WhatsApp number. Yeah, so all these are the data points which you will collect and store within our CRM. Or for enterprise, it can also be an integration with their CRM platforms as well to push the data over. Okay, so you can always use it for remarketing, and I will dive into that shortly. And then another feature is obviously with all this conversation going on, whether it's with the bot or with the live agent, brands who want to know how the bot is performing, and how the agents are performing. So you can run CSAT and NPS survey. So you can ask customer to rate your service or provide some open-ended feedback. And then in real time, you can download the report and then measure your agent's performance. Yeah. Okay, so then there's also profiling and segmentation. So this is an example of us chatting with the customer. So customer is telling us that they have this use case is for contact lens. So customer is telling us the condition that they have astig, and then they're selecting their lifestyle, and then what is the frequency of their lenses, whether it's daily or every month. And with that, all the information that the bot receive, it can actually churn out recommendation for what is the product that's most suitable for you. And at the same time, you're able to again capture all this interaction points and store them as custom attributes, which you can use later. Yeah. So every interaction that the customer has or information that she shared, you can actually store it here. Okay, next thing, another marketing feature. This is an example from Facebook. It's a Facebook marketing feature. So, with all the social posts that you see out there, brands are sharing with you their new product or any sort of engagement activity. What you can do is they will ask for customer to comment in the comment section. So how you can design this is you can ask them to PM you can ask them to key in the campaign hashtag, and then the bot will be configured to actually reply to every single comment. And then with that, they can also push a message in your inbox. Yeah, so this example is a messenger inbox with the content that is in relation to the post that is put out there. Yeah, and then so what it does is that it actually you can scale. So if you have a lot of different products, a lot of different properties you're promoting, you can actually make use of this module and design in such a way that the bot will push the information. So right now the call to action is register. It can always be book an appointment or download the brochure, etc. Okay. And then next thing is targeted broadcasts. We can also look at, with all the information that has just been collected from the customer. So here is an example of how you can segment this particular audience group and then do remarketing. So within our platform, you can obviously come up with a name for the group. You call it the trial drop-off. So they were supposed to sign up for a trial. They didn't, they started the registration, but they drop off. Okay, so you said, okay, registration start, yes, and then did they complete? No, so it's not yes, right? So you set the filter, and then you're able to pull out a segment of this audience that you can design your message to market to them. So here you say, hey, don't miss out on this offer. And you send them nudges via messages to get them to respond to you. So there are so many channels. I think the most effective channel, I would say, the most popular one, it is WhatsApp. So does anybody leave any WhatsApp messages unread? I would say close to zero, right? And if the information doesn't appeal to you, you wouldn't leave it unread. You would have at least seen it. Yeah. So, which is why it is very popular with brands using WhatsApp for broadcasts, for follow-ups. Yeah. So this is one thing to think about. And also, here are more examples of how you can drive marketing automation using chat. So this would be, for example, they came in, they did not register during the pre-qualifying question and or did not click on register. So 1 hour later, you could actually follow up with them and say, hey, thanks for your interest. Don't forget to register. And then maybe 23 hours later, they did not respond. And then you can follow up again by sending all the benefits. And again, reinforce the message with the registration link. And finally, the next day, you can also, further nudge them by sending incentives through coupons or offering discount for them to at least complete the sign-up process. Yeah, it can be any use case. It could be coming down to your event. It could be responding to a registration or appointment booking. Okay, so next, you can also use marketing to drive remarketing using sponsored message ads. So this interface, if you're familiar with Facebook Ads Manager, this is how you can choose whether which message destination is it? Is it a click to messenger ad or say a sponsored message? And then you can define your audience, whether it's lookalike audience or custom audience, and then assign the budget and the schedule. And then messages like this would then be sent to customer. But the prerequisite is that they must have chatted with you on this channel before. So you can't reach out to them cold and spam them on a new channel. You think you get hold of their number and all that and then start spamming them. So you can't. So it's always a remarketing effort. Okay. So, I mean, Meta as a platform has strict guidelines. So is other channels such as Google or even Line channel. Here's another example of how you can use chat to drive remarketing. Now this is one where okay, it's further down the funnel already. They have not completed their registration, but you still like to follow up with them. So you can also design CTM ads to target warm leads. So they will see these ads in the social media, their social wall. So this is, in this case, is Facebook. And what they will see is a call to action button, which is either driving them to uh, Facebook Messenger, or it can also look like it is driving them to WhatsApp. Yeah, so click to WhatsApp or click to Messenger. So immediately upon click, you're bringing them into a chat environment. It's one-to-one. So again, like how you have already know about the customers, you would be able to connect with them on that channel and keeping them engaged. Yeah, once you know who they are. All right, so obviously some of the key business outcomes when they click on the click to Messenger or WhatsApp channel is where you want to generate leads, drive consultative sales, or distribute coupons, drive subscription, build brand experience. And over time is really building up this first party customer database that you will own the data. So that's what you want. And more advanced marketing tools you can use would be lead scoring. This is for you to identify your hot leads from your warm leads. Yeah, so in this case, you have say, assign small points for small action, big points for big action, right? That's the concept. And then it's working very closely with your marketing team to come up with these metrics. And then we will also work closely with you to define all these points. So for example, 5 points will be assigned behind the scene if customer were to view broadcast message or download brochure. And then you assign higher points if they provide you their contact number or completed a quiz or provide a referral and stuff like that. Yep. So then you can define the audience again by having another filter of the lead score, right? So this will then be the sequence that you will apply to, say, a leads nurturing sequence. Yeah. Many of our clients use that. And then in terms of commerce feature, so we can also do personalized shopping. So if you know about customers' behavior as well as their interests or even purchase history, there's opportunity for you to recommend them products that fits within their budget. Yeah. And of course their preferences. Yeah. So again, you're pulling all the bot is able to pull all this information from what has already been known about this customer. Of course, there's cart abandonment recovery. Like the good old days where through email marketing, they will follow up with you. Likewise, in chat, we're able to do so. And then, same thing with like an hour later, hey, you're in good hands. The items is reserved. Don't forget to check out and follow up again, some hours later before, and also release all these promo codes to make sure that you don't lose this customer when they already add the product to cart. Yeah, so all these metrics you can actually track and see the performance. And of course, customer will receive it as a form of a notification before they click into their messaging apps to see the message. Yeah. And WhatsApp Pay. Now, this is one of the most exciting part about WhatsApp. This feature is very new. It is now available only in 2 markets, in Brazil and Singapore. And then, so we are actually setting this up for some of our customers right now. So you'll be able to chat, allow customer to select and browse the product, add to cart, and then carry out a secure checkout. Yeah, and then arriving on the payments page. Yeah. And I would also like to further expand a little bit about WhatsApp, since we're already on this talking about this channel. Then you can see in terms of they call it the WhatsApp flow templates. So traditionally, we will have to chit chat with customer just by presenting the options here. But now there are templates that look like this. It really helps to drive the completion better. Yeah, so this is what they're investing in. So you can actually get them to accept terms and conditions, fill in their email, check the boxes, and then, make recommendations and proceed with the transaction. Other use cases are like booking of appointments. So they can, of course, fill in their information, and then you can see a summary here. Yeah, so all this information is kept in their messaging app. Yeah, so if they don't delete it, they can always go back and refer to it. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. There is also satisfaction survey that you can run. So using templates, customer can also leave their review. And then you can also send a message to customer to acknowledge their action. Next thing, Instagram chatbot. Obviously, this is to capture the younger demographic. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they love to engage with brands on Instagram, and then seeing ads. And then if they were to make a comment tagging the brand can actually respond by saying, thanks for reaching out. How can I help? Yeah, so there are ways for us to configure whenever there's a mention. Yeah. So you could come up with a campaign that drive leads through IG as well. All right, coming to the last portion, I'd like to share some real life case studies with some of these brands that we have previously rolled out some marketing examples, just to pick your interest. So Cooper Vision was one that I was sharing. On this board alone, you can check it out. It offers a lot of educational guide. At the same time, it really helps customer to register for trial. So this was done for the Malaysia market during the MCO. So you see, we can facilitate the registration process. They can select a store, and then be in touch with the optician. So this use case is really driving online to offline, right? So customers engage on the chat, and then the optician shop gets the information. And then when they go down and get their degree measured and then their lenses distributed to them, they will also be able to record. Yeah, so the optician will actually record customers' arrival at their shop where they make the redemption. Yeah, so I think it's not shown in this particular example here. I was waiting for it, but it didn't show up. Yeah, so there is a way for the optician to actually, the staff to enter the promo code to capture the redemption. So you don't have to take a piece of paper and write down all of this fulfillment offline. Yeah, so everything is managed online to offline and online again. Next is one of those engagement campaigns that we did for the Philippines market for an ice cream campaign. So what they do is they can select a template and they can send it to their friend, they can preview it, they can upload their photo, and then we can augment, this photo behind the profile, and then they can create cute videos that's customized for their friends. So it looks something like this. Okay. Yep. So then they can watch some brand videos and see how they can also share it as well. Yeah, so this video is a little bit fast. Oh, the example is here. Yep, so the video output, it takes about under 30 seconds, and then you can actually share it as a message to your friends. Yeah. And of course, a brand will ask them to do a lot more steps like posting on social media and all to redeem some ice cream coupons. So very high engagement when it comes to using chat as an interface to interact with some of these younger audience. Marina Bay Sands is also another client of ours. What we use it for is for driving some of the key use case for user profiling, shop and dine recommendation. This particular example was, I think, for a festive period, Christmas, able to do make recommendations when customer is sharing with us their budget while shopping at MBS. And then this is a tie-up with the merchants to feature all the different products that you can shop within MBS. And then for guests and tourists, there's also a dynamic itinerary builder that guests can chat with the bot and then, basically come up with all these itinerary builders. Yeah. Itinerary for their stay. All right. And then next is Tesco. This example is where users can actually download the catalog from and by subscribing to it. So you will receive this on the monthly basis. Yeah, and then they can also inquire with the bot about delivery fees, any sort of current promotions going on, and the bot will be able to respond. Mr. DIY, some examples are checking delivery status. So once you enter your tracking number, it will be able to support. Yeah. Yep. So and then here is another example that we ran with Google Business Messaging. So in Google, you can actually, besides maps, if you look under any of the retailers in maps, besides calling them, looking up their address, there's actually also opportunity to chat. Yeah, so they also obviously ran some ads, and with the results displaying the ability to connect with agents and chat as well. So this is what is showing here. Okay, so then I'm coming to very end of my presentation. I hope I'm not overrunning with time, and happy to receive your questions later. Some of the emerging trends I'd like to end off the presentation with is look up some of these terms if the topic of AI interests you. You can look at multimodal AI. Uh, what is that? What that is basically basically now it's not just a single layer. AI can actually ingest multi-layer of data inputs to generate outputs, right? So these days, if you send the bot the AI an image or even video, bot can then respond to you via text, yeah, or even speech. So these are the various layers of data inputs. Yeah, it can be via images, it can be via videos, many layers of inputs that the bot can do. So that is an exciting area. Virtual agents, yes, basically get stuff done for you. So not just the basic customer experience chatbot, but really automating some of these tasks that the bot can enable. So just watch this space. I think soon in time to come, all of us will have our personal virtual agents that will assist us to get things done. And these days, I don't know if you have already turned on your Meta AI. If you're using WhatsApp, I guess you have been encouraged to download your Meta AI. So it's your very own personal AI that you can actually use to ask the bot any questions. Yeah. And then it will return you with a lot of valuable inputs, output that you can use in your daily lives. Yeah. So try that out. So you don't have to just turn to ChatGPT on that platform. I guess for the past few months, everyone, most of us, for those who have not, please come on and try it out. So yeah, I think Meta AI is one area which is quite interesting. Yeah, you can check it out. Last but not least, the third trend I'm sharing here is the shadow AI. So what is that? So that is basically a lot of people, research is showing 90% of the people in the US, I'm not sure about the Asia stats, are using AI in their work. Yeah, so there's some danger and risk to it. So what if you are sharing, trade secrets, unknowingly sharing trade secrets by uploading all this information on the AI and expecting some response, right? And then, yeah, so with governance, so that is something that I think IT has to put in place for some compliance. So this is an area to watch out as well. Yeah. So what is the one trend we haven't covered here? If you guys have any more knowledge, I welcome you to share with me in the comments. We can talk about it during the Q&A. Yeah. I think that's really it. That's all I have. And then, yep. So, my last slide is really driving chat to conversion. So if anything, you can reach out to me. If there's any interest to know more, you may connect with me on LinkedIn or check out our website for more info. Yeah, I conclude my session from here and I hand it back to Eng Yao.